Hello, this is Whatcast, and this is Matt. That is the wrong screen. That's what I want. We're looking at this guy again today, True Earther. This man is prolific with his videos at the moment, desperately trying to make that dollar, copying everything his idol Matthias is doing, but probably doing it worse than Matthias, to be fair, which is difficult to do. This is what he's... Let's take a look at two of his videos today. And then debunk debunk both of them, but in detail, debunk one of them. Let's check this one out first. This is, he's talking to, when they always say they don't dip their nose to planes. Let's listen to what he's got to say about this, right?
This is undeniable proof that we don't have curvature. I hope you know that. Flying 15 meters above sea level at 1,200 miles per hour is very dangerous if it's curved, because you'd have to dip your nose every second that you were flying across the flat plane. But clearly, they don't have to dip their nose every second for the Earth's curvature. It just flies very fast, 1,200 miles per hour, over the flat plane. It's undeniable.
This sinister music is so ridiculous. I used to make silly piss take flat earth videos, and I used to use that exact music that he's playing there for the exact reason that he's doing it, to try and be sinister, but one was to make people laugh. He's doing it because he thinks this he thinks that this is going to make people think
that jets don't take account for curvature. It's literally going 1,200 miles per hour. It'd have to dip its nose every second. Every second they would have to adjust for the curvature. This was just for entertainment, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
No. Oh, mate, stop that ridiculously cringed catchphrase that you're trying to get going. I'm fictional. No, you're not. So, this plane was supposed to dip its nose. Like, why do they, even if they want to make this point that they think that planes should be adjusting for curvature because they don't understand flight dynamics whatsoever, and how the plane finds its altitude and stays there and naturally follows the curve based on the thrust and everything else that it's doing to naturally just stay at the altitude. It's that no matter what altitude that is, everything is combined to glide along at that level. Probably the wrong word, glide, but you know what I mean. But the fact is, they always make it worse for themselves by saying dipping their nose. Like, when do you ever see a plane dip their nose? Have you ever been on a plane, mate? Have you ever landed on a plane? Did the plane dip its nose to land? Did it? Think about it for a minute. Does a plane come along? Oh, we've got to come into land now. Or does it go, oh, we're going to come into land now, let's land. So what a lame... You expose your stupidity, but that's not all. Let's look at what else he's got to say. Old True Earther here. This is, if you listen to my debate, because you could only listen because there wasn't any video to it, that I put it up a few days ago with myself and Mr. Gas Pressure. This was his best evidence. This guy's jumped onto it as well. Maybe he was in that room when I was having that debate. Let's check out and see what he's got to say about the Chinese space station.
Well. It looks like someone forgot to turn off the fisheye lens. You see, China have released footage of space that seems flat and stationary. So, who's the lying one right now? Is it NASA? Is it China? Who's lying? Should we stand them up against a wall and spray them with water and see who's lying? Because someone is. One of the stations has to be lying, or is there going to be a scientific anomaly, impossibility to explain it sometimes curving and sometimes being flat? So which one is it, space stations? Can you just make your mind up? Because I'm sick of people having a divide over the shape of the Earth. Is it...
Well, piss off then, because you're the only one causing the divide. Dickheads like you preying on the weak-minded that actually think that this video is convincing evidence.
A heliocentric model, or is it a geocentric model? Come on. You can't just be releasing two different footages of two different shapes of the Earth. That's not fair to the people. This was just for entertainment, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby. Well,
right, I'm going to watch this again, but I'm going to turn the sound off because I can't listen to that crap again. Right. So, first of all, you can see problems here. Hello. What is going on up here? Now, because I'm not a flat earther and because I actually do my own research, I pulled a professional photographer into my conversation, 25 years experience, professional photographer into the conversation I was having about this very thing with the guy that was claiming this was evidence. And what I learned was, after a little bit of research, that this is a fisheye lens, 180 degrees fisheye lens, which unwraps footage that they're filming all around them, and it unwraps it and flattens out all of the things and distorts everything. This is in the center frame. Look at that. Oh my word. Is that curving? No, that's distortion. Let's watch on. What else we got here on this here video? So that's convex. That almost looks convex there. That's piston going that way. Thank God I'm not listening to this bloke anymore. What's going on up here again? Like that. That is bending that way. Oh God. I can still hear his annoying voice, even though he's not coming on right now. Look, it doesn't take a genius to work this out. And I'm going to debunk it further, right? So you believe this is, first of all, you're saying this is NASA and this is China, who have the Himawari, by the way, that shows the Earth every single day. Yeah, look at that all over the place. Look at that there. It's just everything else is pissed. And they also show cloud patterns on this that makes the clouds kind of go round in a circle, which is bizarre. That's something clouds don't do. It shows the Earth with the clouds there. But yeah, it shows you here that everything is distorted along that line there, right there, distortion. Which one of his space stations? So let me show you something, right? This is Mage 2. This wasn't NASA. This was a guy, a YouTuber called Mr. Sensible, did this a few years ago. And this was, he sent up a balloon that had 3 lenses on it. One was fisheye to show the balloon. No, one was fisheye, I think, to show the Earth, the view. There was another one for the balloon, and there was another rectilinear lens for this, which is minimum distortion. Across the center, 0 distortion. Above and below, minimal distortion. Minimal. Right? And here we go. This is a line for reference, a straight line. So's this. That is actually going slightly convex because it's not in center shot. So that is in the favor as well of this being a curve. Oh, I can't see a curve. Let's play it for a bit, right?
If you recall, at the beginning of the video, I showed you that graphic that Andrei Puelma had produced that shows the calculated curve that we should see at the height of 39 kilometers. In this image, we're just at 35, but let's see how it does if we overlay it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I would say that Mage has been a massive success. It's been a ton of work, but I've had loads and loads of support.
So if you thought that was impressive, which is if you're a flat earther, you definitely don't, even though that clearly shows a curve at the beginning. It's not high up at all. What about this one? This was Amateur Rocket Mach 4.2 and 293,000 feet from Kip Duargus or something up here. Duargeris Das or something. Can't read it, but let's watch this one. Oh, is it ever going to be flat? Nope. Curved, no matter where it goes on the screen. You can claim distortion. You can claim anything. It's not going to go convexed. Look at that. No matter where it is, it has the same amount of curvature all the time. Let's actually slow it down here to show you even further. Playback speed. Slow. This isn't NASA either, mate, by the way. Oops. They just need to make their mind up, according to True Earther, you know, whether it's flat or whether it's curved. I'd like to see him address this video. We can't cherry pick this one. Nothing else to sort of just got a bit of a bottom view coming up here, just to, it should be convexed at the bottom. Or concave, it's going to be straight, or it's going to be distorted, is it? Or is it going to look exactly the same? Yes, it's going to look exactly the same, no matter where it is on the shot all the time. So there you go, True Earther. What do you think about that? You're going to address that, or you're going to carry on showing your crap distortion, fisheye lens, 180 degrees cameras and claiming it's proof, and misunderstanding nose dip on planes? I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby. See you later.